You don't fail because you're weak. You fail because your brain is wired to quit, and until you rewire it, you'll keep living the same story. Right now, there's a voice in your head whispering lies. It tells you to wait, to rest, to start tomorrow. But you already know what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow is another excuse, another delay, another empty promise to yourself. That whisper has chained you for years. It's why you start but never finish. Why do you almost get there but fall short? It's not about talent, or luck, or opportunity. It's about programming, and your programming is broken. The truth is brutal. Your brain rewards you for quitting. That's why motivation dies. That's why you stay stuck. Think about the cycle. You've lived it more times than you want to admit. The fire always starts hot. You set the goal, write the plan, hype yourself up. For a week or two, you're unstoppable. Then the soreness creeps in, the excitement fades, the grind gets heavy, and suddenly, you're negotiating with yourself. I'll get back on track tomorrow. I've earned a day off. One slip won't matter, but it always matters. Because one slip becomes two, two becomes 10. A skipped day becomes a skipped week, and before long you're back at zero, carrying the weight of another failure. You call it laziness. You call it lack of willpower. But it isn't. It's an addiction. Every time you quit, your brain hits you with dopamine, pleasure, relief, reward. You're literally teaching your mind that giving up feels good. That's why no matter how badly you say you want it, you always slide back. Your brain isn't wired to crave discipline. It's wired to crave comfort. And until you change that, you'll keep losing the same war. You remember the night. You promised yourself you'd run after work. You laced your shoes, stood by the door, ready to go. But you sat down, just for a minute. Minutes turned into hours. The run never happened. You told yourself tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. That was the moment your brain learned quitting was more rewarding than commitment, and it hasn't stopped learning that lesson since. But what if you could flip the wiring? What if discipline became addictive? That's dopamine anchoring. This isn't hype. It's neuroscience. You don't wait for motivation. You create anchors. You build connections. You struggle with reward so your brain lights up when you lean into discomfort. Cold shower? Blast your favorite track every time the water hits. Soon, the cold itself triggers the high. Gym session? Scratch a thick black line through your calendar when you finish. That mark becomes proof, and proof becomes fuel. Running? Only allow yourself your favorite podcast when your feet are pounding pavement. Now your brain craves the run, not the excuse. At first it feels forced. Then it feels normal. Eventually it becomes addictive. Pain stops being punishment. Fatigue stops being failure. Struggle stops being the enemy. You start craving the very thing that once broke you. Most men never figure this out. They spend their lives waiting for motivation like it's some miracle drug. But it always wears off. You don't wait. You anchor. You rewire. You build a mind that drags you forward even when every muscle screams to stop. That's the difference. That's the edge. If this hits you, don't just nod and move on. Stop waiting for sparks that never last. Stop bargaining with comfort. Anchor dopamine to the grind. Make discipline the only high you crave. Most men will never do this. They'll stay average. They'll die average. And they'll call it fate. Don't be like most men. Subscribe to the Power Playbook and keep moving. The grind just became addictive.